Yo! What's good, y'all? We are back with another video. Right now we got a bootleg Kev video. This video is about D1 asking, is Sexyy Red toxic for the culture and the youth? Before we even start this video, my own personal opinion, I do feel like the way that she presents herself with the bravado-ness and like the confidence behind the thoughtness is really what be getting to me. The hoism, if you might say. The song's about, girl, pop this pussy, shake that ass, get that money, fuck these niggas, I got herpes, my pussy wet. Fucking her posting that shit on Instagram where the nigga was fucking her with the ankle monitor on, and honestly, that really pissed me off. Cause as soon as I seen that video, I was like, okay, so this bitch, first of all, her music is horrible, and she's a liar. Cause she said her coochie was pink and her booty hole was brown. We all saw that video. Her coochie was dark as a fucking rock of charcoal, nigga, and dry as shit. It really irritated me. I couldn't even fap to that shit, nigga. I just reported that motherfucker. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. But we gonna go ahead and get to this video right here and see their thoughts on it. I don't know how I feel about two white people talking about this Sexyy Red, but hey, we gonna get into it anyway. Hella
I think
promos.
I had said or seen something you had said about Sexyy Red. If I'm wrong, am I wrong? And like, look, there is a truth that like young girls are influenced by Sexyy Red, right? And if it's Sexyy Red or it's
Latto,
whoever it is, right? Like the totality of all of that music and what's being pushed, it does have some sort of effect on the culture. But hasn't it always had that? Like if you go back to Little Kim or you go back to Foxy Brown or, and I'm not saying it's a good or bad thing, but this isn't new, right? Like what makes Sexyy Red different from like what Little Kim was doing?
Yeah, you know the difference.
The only female artist I respect that's out right now, currently still dropping music consistently, Glorilla and Cardi B. Glorilla and Cardi B.
Hip-hop has gotten older. So because hip-hop has gotten older, you have OGs in hip-hop now. So for every Sexyy Red that's in her 20s, you got somebody that's in their 40s or maybe their 50s who's been there, done that. And the role of OGs in the culture should be the role of OGs in life, which is we're here to mentor you and make it to where your learning curve can be even quicker than ours was, because we can pour into you. The problem with hip-hop is you have OGs who are actually DGs. I call them disappointing grown-ups. You know what I mean?
That's some real shit right there.
Straight up, dog.
For sure.
These OGs are really DGs, and the reason why is because they want to be relevant with the younger.
Really, he's trying to say what Charleston White be saying. They wannabes. They used to be's. It's okay to be a used to be. You used to be this. But you a wannabe, you still trying to actively be who you was before in the past, knowing damn well you not that nigga no more. Yeah, y'all gotta cut that shit out.
So much so that they'll sacrifice their knowledge that they've attained by living life for 30 plus years more than these younger artists, and they'll sacrifice that, or they'll sacrifice their integrity, and they'll employ something called willful ignorance, meaning these older people in the culture, these older executives, these older artists who know better still choose to glorify things that they know are harmful, right?
Boosie, little Boosie.
And they know it's harmful, but they're like, dang, that's what the youngins want to hear.
And like I'm not it's like this, like you said, like there's, at the end of the day, we're in the music business, and what's good for business isn't always good for the people.
There you go. Keep going. Keep going. All right.
So if what's good for business isn't always good for the people, and people got to pay their bills.
Stop. People got to pay their bills. Kev, my thing is, when I talk about these executives, you heard me? Kevin Liles.
I'm about to say, how far up on the executive ladder are we going? Because a lot of these guys are worth hundreds of millions of dollars. So
there you go. Yeah, so when we talk, when the excuse becomes people got to pay their bills, when I'm speaking to artists who aren't starving artists, struggling artists, artists who have made it and have become moguls and have become multimillionaires, as well as these executives, at what point is it like they can't use the excuse, I'm just trying to pay my bills?
No, because I'm talking about like on a lower level. Like, let's say somebody has a production company, and they find Sexy Red, and they look, I got this artist who's bubbling in St. Louis. And then from there it goes into the bigger, totality of the system or whatever. I think that, like I said, I think there has to be some sort of balance, and I feel like for whatever reason, man, this beef with Drake and the way Kendrick kind of just pulled the mask off and the onion, each layer of the onion and on Drake's, like, this whole shit I feel like has kind of like sparked like a ripple of like
consciousness.
Yeah, and it's been, and I just met
Okay, this nigga's going off topic. How the fuck did we wait? What? Why are we talking about Drake and Kendrick right now?
Pete Rock. I met him before, but I just had a conversation with him, and I was just think common. Like, I almost cried thinking him, because I was like, bro, when I was a kid, bro, like, you don't understand, like, and then I was talking about, like, when I was a kid, we had whatever you were looking for there was in music, right? But what we did have that I don't see at least being pushed in the same way back in the day, there was like Raucous Records, and like there was like a semi-commercial outlet that people could find conscious music, like Talib and Common and like Mos Def. Like, those guys weren't necessarily like commercial, but they were like accessible. Like, people kind of knew them. Like, you could open up XXL magazine and see a write-up on those guys, right?
Yep.
Or you could listen to like Immortal Technique. And like, when I was a kid, like, I learned so much shit about like the CIA and all kind of crazy shit just because Immortal Technique was there. For real.
Straight up.
And like, I like right now, like, the people doing that type of shit, whether it's just...
Let me know in the comments if you've listened to a nigga named Immortal Technique. I've never heard of that name ever before in my 22 years of life.
For whether it's artists who... It's just, there's just not like... It's not as easily accessible to the kids because it's not TikTokable. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Like, it's not algorithm friendly.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on like right now with like in Gaza and shit? I'm like, yo, who's the like big artist? I'm not talking about the artist who's like super underground. I'm talking about who's like there's not a big artist who's made a, like Macklemore though. Shout out to fucking Macklemore. Respect to him. But like, who's the artist that's gonna step up and like speak on that shit in a verse or something? You know what I mean? Like, or like educate, or you know what I mean? Just stand up and be like, yeah, like, this is crazy. You know what I'm saying? And so I feel like when I was a kid, we had the Commons, we had Immortal Technique, and I don't know, not to say that there isn't people out there that are doing that, but it's almost like so much more suppressed. You know what I'm saying?
If you master the art of cooking up and concocting delicious poison, and you know how to cook it up, then how to serve it to the people and serve it to the fan base that exists all around this country, what happens is they develop a taste for what actually contains a poisonous message, but
Exactly. That's what we got right now, especially with drill music, bro. Myself included. I hate to see the violence. I hate when people die. I don't like the street shit. I think it's a dumbass ideology to have, but at the same time, it's like, that's the music I listen to. That's the music I kind of want to hear. Damn near, it's not to the point where I'm judging music based off if they live in the raps or not. I could really care less, but it's like, we have a thirst for that shit now. So now, it's supply and demand. You feel what I'm saying? If that's what's gonna bring the money, if that's what's gonna get people attention, that's how they gonna express themselves. People like that little ratchet, dirty, fucking nigga do this type of Sexy Red shit. So that's who we got. People like that slide on the block, smoking dead op, shooting shit. Niggas dying, but that's what we want. You know what I'm saying? That's facts.
it's been force fed to them, and it's cooked so carefully with the
It's not being force fed to them, bro. If I want to stop listening to drill music right now, there's nothing stopping me. It is not being force fed, bro. It's a choice. But people just hate to admit that they have a hunger for that type of shit.
With the beat, with the hook, with the marketing machine behind it. Now, when you offer the people something different, they look at that like That's nasty.
Right.
So that's where artists who are truth tellers, such as myself, people that are on a bigger mission, making purpose-driven music, you know what I'm saying? That right there becomes something where we have to master the art of still giving people what's delicious to them, which is the beat, which is the flow, which is the catchiness of the hook, which is the charisma.
The melody, whatever, yeah.
There you go. But along with the message. And that part right there is something that I don't think a lot of artists are up for that challenge, because they just feel like, man, I'm trying to do something to make this world a better place. Shouldn't my job be easy? No. It's never been that way. Anybody that has a heavy calling on their life that's meant
Where is bro from? He must be from St. Louis.
to be a voice for the people.
Right.
You might not be well liked down here.
Right.
You might have your people turn their back on you down here, and you still have to keep going because you know that this movement is bigger than you. The mission is bigger than your motion.
Okay. I mean,
Women, the most complicated creatures
what the fuck?
I decided to create.
Bruh,
And
stop.
as we transition into the big 2025,
What the fuck? Anyway, yeah, man. I mean, for the most part, I really agree with everything he said. I mean, it is like being. I don't agree with the part where he's making it seem like we don't have a choice and it's being forced to us. It's not. It's just supply and demand, bro. When people stop getting attention from making that type of music or putting a spotlight on them type of things, then they'll stop doing it. It's that simple. But until we change that as the consumers, as the people that's giving them the fame and attention, then ain't shit gonna stop. It's gonna be the same thing, bro. And we all seem hypocritical trying to talk about them knowing damn well that's the music we like. So, yeah, that's the end of that video. Like the video if you fuck with it. Sub up, share the video, comment some more shit I need to react to. I'm out.